All right, match 2 of round 2, the playoffs. We have which sport is better? Soccer? I need to mix up my marker colors on the next video. So soccer or bobsled? An interesting pairing. Okay, which one is better? How are they similar? How are they different? They are both team sports. The bobsled team is a bit smaller than the soccer team. They both require running. Yeah, I got a goalie can run too. One requires interacting with another team, so they're both team sports, but soccer it's team versus team. Bobsled, it's still technically team versus team because they're competing for like the fastest times, and I think you can get penalties or something like that. So I'm going off of memory here. And yeah, but it's a kind of only one bobsled on the track at a time. So in that sense, they're not interacting with another team while competing like at exactly the same time. Potential for injury, I would say it depends on a bit on how nice the players are in soccer. Bobsled is a bit more not out of one's control, but yeah, there's a lot more chance in it. It's a this round's already going different than I would anticipate. It's a higher risk sport. It's you get going too fast, you get too close to the wall on one of the curves, and the bobsled could tip over. There could be some serious harm done. Yeah. Okay, I don't know if I'm remembering this correctly, but I think both of these I think both of these sports actually have videos are featured in videos made for and run on the Disney Channel. No, or by Disney. I think Cool Runnings, if I'm remembering correctly, was a Disney movie. I can't actually recall that detail for sure or not. And that was about the Jamaican bobsled team who had a kind of fantastic, I'm not actually going to detail it because if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's worth looking up. And the movie Cool Runnings is worth watching, in my opinion. It's, I think, a testament to what sports can be, that entire situation was. And I think the athletes that come forward in a sport, I think it's a perfect, and if you know what I'm talking about, this might make sense, and if not, like, what happened was a testament to the quality of athletes that compete in bobsled and the respect for the sport that they are involved in and participating in. And so I think that the Jamaican bobsled team, as depicted in Cool Runnings, I did not witness the incident myself, but I learned about it through the movie Cool Runnings. That's how I kind of became aware of it. And so I think it's a testament to what sportsmanship can be, good sportsmanship can be. In soccer, I think there is also good sportsmanship. I think more often than not, at least in my experience, there tends to be a little bit of, the teams are so big, if you include substitutes for those who are on the field at any given point in play, they're so big that one is bound to have conflict with on the team itself, but I think perhaps it's not so much team size as the roles kind of one has to play. I'm kind of thinking of comparing this to water polo, because like in water polo, everybody's kind of trained for every position, whether they play it or not. In soccer, that's true at a younger age, but it kind of becomes very sectioned off later on. And I think with different positions on the field can come different personalities and personality clashes. So this actually, in describing this right now, it's a very clear winner, which I didn't think was going to be the case. but I'm gonna go with bobsled, which, yeah, I am in large part because of the Jamaican bobsled team, kind of as depicted in Cool Runnings. I've realized it's a movie, so it's probably not all right, but I have read up on it, and I love watching it. I think soccer's one that I have actually been like in person to like college games and stuff to watch. I have been a ball girl. I played soccer myself, a bunch of stuff like that. I have not done bobsled. Oh, wait, before I actually conclude this, which sport would I play moving forward? Well, I have played soccer. I like soccer. I'm a defender, so not really any surprises there. Bobsled, I would like to try bobsled where I'm not going at Olympic speed, which would be perfect, right? Because I haven't done it, so I won't be at that level. But I would like to and you still have to be fast enough to actually make it around the track. But I guess I would like to take this high risk sport and make it a little lower risk. And I don't actually know if traveling slower in a bobsled would make it lower risk, but I would love to try it. So actually this kind of reinforces there's a clear winner here for me. But I'm going with bobsled because of, that'd be really cool. How cool would it be to be on a bobsled team? That just sounds really cool to me. So I'm going with bobsled. Bobsled. Which sport is better, soccer or bobsled? I'm going with bobsled, largely because of, I really want to try it. And secondly, I suppose there could be that kind of novelty to soccer, like I could play a different position, which I actually would get really jazzed about too. So then it kind of comes down to, so those cancel, what does it come down to? It comes down to the team dynamics and kind of the respect that players have for the sport. And I'm going to go with bobsled on that one. Because if they get it wrong and there are inter-team conflicts, they could literally die. So that means that there's some level of standard for quality of team that soccer doesn't have. The sport itself doesn't have a means of making that standard because it's not as high risk as bobsled. So this one, which sport is better? Bobsled takes it over soccer.